You will now study how to navigate using the standby navigation keys. Let's assume you are the pilot non-flying, in cruise, and this is one of those days. You have just lost both FMGECs. Click on the forward arrow to continue. Blank MCDU screens with amber FM1 and FM2 annunciator lights and the red Map Not Available message on the ND indicate that a double FMGEC failure has occurred. Here we will focus on the navigation, so we will consider that all the actions concerning the other systems have been performed. As the MCDUs are no longer available for navigation and nav aid tuning, the only navigation capability remaining is radio aid raw data. For this, we need to use the standby nav aid tuning capability of the RMPs. The activation of the standby navigation is achieved by pressing the nav key on RMP1 or RMP2. Select the standby nav on RMP1. The guard is up. Continue. Select the nav key on RMP1. The green nav light illuminates to indicate that RMP1 is now in nav mode. The nav mode has been selected for you on RMP2. The green nav light has illuminated. For nav aid tuning, RMP1 standby nav keys are associated with VOR DME1 and ADF1, while RMP2 keys are associated with VOR DME2 and ADF2. RMP1 or 2 can tune both ILSs at the same time. To illustrate this, we will tune an ILS frequency. The required standby nav key can be selected. Select the standby ILS key. The standby nav ILS key is illuminated. Both windows are now showing the last memorized ILS frequency. Notice also that the selected radio light is now extinguished. We will tune a different ILS. Select ILS frequency 108.9. Press the transfer key. The new ILS frequency is now tuned. Notice that the course is now displayed in the standby course windows. We will adjust it now. Select ILS course to 145. The new ILS course is now set. The tuned ILS is ready for the approach. The setting of the other nav aids, frequency, course, is done in the same way. Note that if an ADF receiver is selected, pressing on the BFO key will activate the beat frequency oscillator. Note, when an RMP is used to tune an ILS DME, the PFDs do not display the DME distance. To use the RMP for communication frequency change, you select the corresponding VHF or HF key without deselecting the nav key. Nav key has no effect on radio communication selection and must be kept on in order to avoid frequency changes to nav receivers. We will now review some indications we did not have the opportunity to see when performing the previous procedures. We will see first an ATC unit failure. The code display goes blank and the ATC fail light illuminates when the selected transponder has failed. In this example, transponder 1. System operation may be recovered by selecting the other transponder. Select transponder 2. With the selection of the second transponder, the code reappears in the display and the ATC fail light extinguishes. The ATC TCAS unit is again fully operational. We will continue with the weather radar failure messages. In case of any failure, a message appears on the ND, amber for a radar performance degradation, red when no image is available. The next faulty system is the TCAS. In case of TCAS failure, a TCAS fault message is displayed on the engine warning display and TCAS red flags appear on both PFDs and NDs. Note that there are neither warning lights nor oral warnings. We will now study the DDRMI flags. In case of failure, specific flags can appear on the DDRMI. In case of RMI internal failure or power supply loss, all flags are shown. The abnormal operations are now complete.